Yeah, already. We are live with a special ATX comedy review edition. I got Brian Swinehart as my co-host today.
Hey.
We got Michael Malamud sitting in the guest spot here. Check that out.
What's up?
Yeah, man. So here we are. We wanted to get together and chit-chat about comedy and what's coming up and what you got going on, what you got going on. And Michael, why don't you just kick us off here with what the hell you got going on, man?
I'm on a show on Saturday at the Buzzmill. It's what is it? It's the one-liner competition. My good friends host it and produce it, and it has been going on for, I think, well over a year, and it's awesome. It's, a good, smorgasbord of Austin comedians doing one-liners.
How long is that one? How many minutes?
Oh, I don't have minutes on that. It's like one after another.
Oh, so everybody just feeds each one? Okay, so
yeah.
I thought it was like 10 minutes of one-liners. No, but you guys are like rotating.
No,
it, huh?
Thank God.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
Not.
Okay, that's why I was
that's
like, how long is that shit?
No way.
Because the only person we know that can do that is Hunter. Adam Hunter. Yeah,
that guy.
The king of the one-liner.
Yeah.
Why don't you turn your mic towards you, man? Do you see how everybody else is facing? No. Why? What's wrong with you?
There we go.
Oh, don't be mean.
Tell me that's right.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm gonna walk, dude. I'm gonna
You should have
walk.
saw him with his headphones yesterday.
I'm gonna walk.
I don't think he's ever seen headphones or a microphone.
It's a personal goal to walk an interview.
Hey, you keep telling
Where's
me
he
how
gonna walk to?
hold my mic on
there?
my exactly true.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of options.
So that's a cool little round robin of comics. How many people are on that panel?
It starts with like 30, and then it cuts down to like 5 comics.
So it's like
ultimately there's one person who wins it. It's a terrible format for me. I've done weirdly bad and good on it.
So it's
at
like
different moments.
Musical chairs of one-liners. Basically, whoever doesn't have one, you're out.
Yep, and there's a referee on the stage.
Do you have to follow the last person's topic, or?
No, but you have to follow the last person's one-liner, which is really weird because sometimes, you're catching whatever they left behind.
Okay.
And even when that's good, it's weird because sometimes they'll kill and then they just instantly leave and you're just standing in their laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird for me. A lot of people can handle it pretty well.
Huh.
But it's fun. It's like, it feels like a party.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of
Comedy-wise.
mics here.
Dude, I love it, man.
Yeah, it's not just your standard stand-up open mics. Like you did that challenge mic, you did that tag mic. We got to do Banana Phone on Sunday.
Wow, what's that?
That's a heckle mic.
Oh, so people heckle you?
Yeah, so you go up for 1 minute, do 1 minute of stand-up, and then they heckle you for as long as you can handle it. Yeah. So.
What's the longest anybody's handled it?
I don't know. I've done like 10 minutes up there before, but most people do like 4. Like it's like 4 to 5 usually.
And but how they heckle you? What are they like? Just
you'll see, Farm Boy. I'm sure they'll have some things to talk to you about. It's gonna be off your first. It's gonna be off your minute basically first, and then they'll just attack you for your looks and your personality and your.
Oh, so they're gonna be jealous like everybody else has been my entire life. Okay, nothing new there.
Okay, yeah, this isn't it. So let's just see how you handle it.
You know what though? I bet you could write some good ones about them. Just watch the panel and listen to them. I bet you would.
He's gonna be the first one up. He's not gonna know what the hell it is. They're just gonna pull him out of the bucket first.
Yeah,
first person.
I've been pulled up first on that.
Yeah, and it's.
I think on Candace's birthday.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that was good.
I did magic on that one.
Yeah. You did magic?
Yeah.
Or because there was a guy who did magic too. Oh, were you up there?
No, I did magic tricks after he did. So I said, oh no, you booked 2 magicians. I made something float. And I made a bird appear and all sorts of shit.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Shadow the magician.
That's what happens when you go first. You don't stay around and watch everybody else, huh?
Yeah.
It's a heckle mic. You're supposed to sit in the audience and heckle.
Oh no, I never watch anybody else.
So everybody sits there and heckles.
You're never gonna learn anything. Well, anyways,
so everybody sits there and heckles the people on.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
They get a minute of uninterrupted comedy, and then after that, it's just no holds barred.
So who comes up with all these ideas?
I didn't think I would like it as much as I did.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah,
There's
like
different hosts, different things. Like Alden's more of a trivia type guy, so he does those more intellectual type mics, and then like Maggie's more musical, so you'll see like more like creative stuff coming like from her, like the challenge mic,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then like like Ray's more goofy, so you don't see anybody at his. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding Ray.
wait.
He's supposed to do our thing. He never showed up.
Oh.
But anyways,
What thing? This?
Yeah.
Ray!
Yeah. Well, he keeps like, oh, he's too busy.
I keep on telling him that he's going to be on my podcast, and I don't
He's
put him on.
Sorry. I guess he's at home on Sundays. So I don't know what his deal is. Anyways, or he's got to work. So, what'd you think of that tag riding, dude?
That was a great mic, dude. That was one of my my favorites.
Yeah.
That was fun. I mean, because also, like, a lot of times when you're at shows, it gets kind of boring. It makes you pay attention to the comics more, right?
Yeah.
And I was still a little distracted because they had a TV on with a basketball game, and you can't help but look over. But at least it makes you kind of focus on those people's sets more.
Yeah.
To try to write jokes for them.
At the beginning, I'm like, oh, here's 5 tags. At the end, I'm like, I don't feel like writing another. It's so bad about the people who go on last because you've been writing for an hour, helping people with their tags, and then you still want to help that last person, but fuck, I'm wore out now.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even know. I can't even think of a tag for my own shit at this moment.
Yeah. Oh well, I think just in case people are listening don't know what it is, it was like a mic where you tag people's jokes. So if somebody has a joke, then you watch it and you give them ideas of what they could say, possible other jokes to add on to the ones they already had.
Yeah, they couldn't have deferred that from what we were saying at all.
Well, I don't know if they're not comics, they might not.
I'm just kidding. So, if they're not comics, do they know what it? No, I'm kidding. So yeah, you write a joke. If usually it has a punchline, to make the joke go a little bit longer, you add tags to new punchlines, new tags to keep it going, so you can keep the same joke a little longer.
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it, man.
If you're into stand-up and you don't know what a tag is,
well, maybe
get out of
maybe
into stand-up.
That's true. Okay, that might be true.
Maybe we just have a bunch of Michael
That's a
Malamud
terrible
fans
thing
watching
to
right
say.
now, though. We might just have.
Yeah, they are.
No, a lot of
They're like silence.
A lot of people don't know what a tag is. Don't know. They'll go, "Oh, I can't wait to. I want to go see your sketch."
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of people don't know. I
Yeah,
think.
they just don't know.
Want to see your talent show?
And it's kind of being it is being a presumptuous asshole to kind of like just talk about comedy with the words that
I think you
use,
should, and that way
you
they
know.
can Google that stuff and figure that out.
Yeah.
Give them some homework. Let
We're
them learn
encouraging
something.
Googling.
Yeah,
That's right.
Give them something to learn.
That's right.
What was a tag? Now we just give them all the work. Now they're still sitting there eating Cheetos, jerking off. They haven't got their hands off a dick yet.
Man,
to
I hope
type
they're
that
not
shit down.
jerking off while watching me,
They're looking
man.
at you.
If they're
That's what it is,
doing it while
Brian.
watching Malamud, that's okay. But I want them
I
to do
hope
it
they're
to
not
me.
jerking off while eating Cheetos. That's fucking disgusting.
You use your left hand for the Cheetos. Have you not done this before?
I
Come
mean, I
on,
can't
man.
say that I haven't done
Only
it
with
before.
Doritos, not
Yeah.
Cheetos.
I did say Doritos,
Yeah.
but he put his own past in there.
What is that?
I got a whole little
What do we got
box
going
of
there? You got a little
thingies.
red band box?
Yeah. So there's a bunch of fun little buttons we can push and whatnot.
Well, first, I mean, wait a minute. Brian's in town from Florida. That's and Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
he
in Ohio.
lives in his car.
but
He's just wherever he's at.
Yeah.
That's where he's in town from.
Yeah, I mean, I do
That's
wanna
true.
play
That's
this,
how my
but-
life is now, man.
The
Yeah.
road comic.
I've always wanted to do this, so now this year I'm really full out road comic, just going from place to place. And
You like it better than going from the Tempe Improv to the 3 clubs to Pasadena Ice House to
wow, that was pretty nice because I had it just set up.
you
You
had
know?
your dog at home. You go home at night.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So what?
How long were you doing full-time comedy in LA?
I mean, basically like 16 years. I mean, it wasn't always paid and good, but I mean, I did it and kept going, and then up until 2020, and now it's just restarting over because I'm not exactly starting all the way over, but my location's starting over, and it's a little difficult.
It's a big start over location for comedy, dude.
Yeah.
Not to say anything, not to I mean, I want to do more of those, I want to do small towns and the road and stuff like that, a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of tough, but
Getting your reel put together, and so that's what I've been helping with comics here lately. So I've been shooting their little 5-10
Videos.
minutes. I did 10 minutes for Sunny the other day. I'm gonna edit it together where it actually sounds and looks like an actual part of a special. I did 2 cameras for him, and got some pretty good angles. So we'll put in like some extra like sound, so it makes it sound a little like might have been a little more enthusiasm in the crowd than there was or whatever. But it'll
What
look
do you
good.
mean, Shadow? What a strange
Yeah,
thing
you-
to
There
say.
might we might make it sound like there might have been a stadium instead of 3 people. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Well, because that's the thing around here. I like it, the shows here, but you're not really getting a lot of.
Big crowd.
Yeah, there's not like. I mean, that's
Those
how
are
a lot of
reserved
this.
for Rogan, like you saw last night.
Right.
That was
Well,
a huge fucking crowd.
Yeah, that was a couple
packed in.
100 people probably, but yeah, I think like like in some of the smaller towns, they don't have very many shows, but when they do, it's
They're
all
big
the
shows,
they're
yeah.
big shows.
Yeah.
It's like that monthly one I do in Ohio. I mean, the setup's not the most conducive, but you got 120 real
Yeah.
life people that are gonna be there every single month
Yeah.
watching. So it's like, it's kind of what I like about here is you can get so many spots and work on stuff that you don't want to work on in front of a crowd that's paying,
Yeah.
right?
There's
Because you want to
plenty of
work.
free ones to work on here.
Yeah, exactly, dude. There's
Yeah.
plenty of free ones, and it's kind of helpful because you can work out so much material, like.
So, what would you give advice for somebody who's just doing the free ones here? How would they get started into getting that paid next level?
Well, I kind of was already telling you. I mean, mostly.
Get on the road, start looking at clubs outside, start sending your reel together, putting it out there.
Yeah, get your reel together, and then I would get you do whatever material you want, but you also want to have a little bit of clean material so you can get paid. I mean, because I've heard it from from a bunch of people. Dude, if you're gonna be the host or opener, they don't want dirty off the top of the show. I mean, even
small towns, huh?
or anywhere, because even a dirty comic is gonna be like, well, I don't want somebody dirty before me, because they're kind of getting it.
What's a dirty comment? I'm just me.
No, I mean, but I'm just saying.
That's
Well,
it. If you think
I'm just saying. You're asking me how to get paid though, right away.
Did I hit the off button?
Almost.
I don't know. You just asking me how the quickest.
Yeah.
That's the quickest way to get paid.
No, I mean,
but you don't have to. That's not a route people have to go. And there's a billion people who are great that never had to. You know
get
what I
15
mean?
minutes of clean and just do the road.
Well, that can get you started, and then as you're going, you can keep working on the dirty stuff. I mean, even George Carlin had to do it that way to an extent.
You don't have to. You don't have to have a clean set, but I think
You don't have
the
to.
average good comedian can and should be able to like
A good comedian can have
form
both.
some of those. Yeah, good sets, even if it's not really your thing. And not many comedians are so vulgar that like I wouldn't want them to see a clean I wouldn't want to see a clean set from them, There
Yeah.
are exceptions.
Yeah.
There are a few that I actually don't want to see what they would write clean, really,
Right. There's some guys that might not work, but when people ask me what's the quickest way, I know that's the quickest way to make money, because that's also there's more people hiring for that.
Sure. Okay.
And a lot of comics, dude, they don't want anything like there's a lot of headliners that don't want anything kind of upsetting the show before they get on. Right? So it's like they don't want to take a chance of somebody getting upset and walking out before they even go on.
Right.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm wondering about like
So,
And as you get more famous, you can do more of the shit you want to do.
well, why don't you get famous doing the shit you do?
You can do that.
As like with the YouTube generation, the TikTok generation now,
You can do that too.
I think there's a good opportunity for yourself to get to put yourself out there without having to depend on being a
You can
clean
find that.
booker
You
or
can, yeah,
finding that.
exactly. You can find that niche. I mean, there's a lot of people that have made it off of social media, and then but you still
build an audience that way.
You
though.
still got to have your comedy down. I mean,
Oh yeah,
because
you gotta be funny.
There's been so many
Or, I
complaints.
mean, if you're clean and not funny, you're still. I mean, that's the worst.
Well, if you're
you could do it. You could do some stuff still.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
if you're,
not
it doesn't
funny.
matter if you're, but if
You
you're,
have to be funny no matter what we're talking about.
no matter
here.
what you're funny. But if you're dirty and not funny, what's the difference between being clean and not funny?
Well, who's dirty enough? Are you talking about me now?
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm saying if somebody's dirty and not funny, what's the difference if they're clean or not
Exactly.
funny?
You have to be funny no matter what.
Right.
But if I'm fucking funny and that's just the way I am, that's the way I talk, then
There's something to be.
You
there-
are so.
Well, there's something to be said for
funny.
being who you naturally are. I'm not telling people not to do that, but when it's asked what's the quickest way to get paid, I think 10 or 15 clean minutes is probably the quickest way to get paid.
get your own
I'm not
box.
allowed to play with it.
You're gonna push the wrong button. We're gonna end up dropping the whole show.
Give me like 30 seconds with that thing.
That's what she said.
All right.
But Everybody's got to warm up for Michael.
Yeah.
Clean it. What?
Finally.
I'm just trying to, play around and listen and talk and hang out with my friends, man.
Yeah. So how's having a car now, man? You're off the bike.
Oh,
That's
dude.
100% better life now. You're getting around.
I'm bombing 6 times faster between locations. I can get so much more quickly to all my sets in front of 7 people. And
Well, are you picking the wrong shows, man?
No, I'm
There's
kidding.
someone's out there.
No, it's amazing. What are we talking about? I was on a bike or riding buses or walking for all the years that I've been doing comedy.
Oh, this is your actual first year of comedy with a car, or first time with a car?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
So it's, I haven't even gotten to use it to, help myself in ways that I hadn't been able to do before yet. Like,
Are you like a nervous driver now, or?
Oh, yeah, and I fuck up a lot. I'm like a 16-year-old, because I've only been driving for like a year, so I'm like
Wow.
a 16-year-old's recklessness and stupidity, but with the intelligence of a 31-year-old.
Just put one of those I'm still learning stickers on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Student
driver,
My dad actually got those for me, and I was like, nah, I'd actually rather die. I think.
But you're going to kill everybody with you is the problem.
Well, I mean, of the percentage of the what are the odds that I'm going to hit someone
It's
good?
gonna be me.
What's it going to be? Sam Kinison?
Yeah,
that
happens.
it did happen.
Yeah.
But it's not. It wouldn't happen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably hit like, I don't know,
Louis
a
CK.
typist. And you're like, I didn't know there were still typists.
You'll take out a useless home mother who's been taking care of her whole family this whole time.
A fraudulent psychic.
Depending on their... Yeah. Anyways. So, the comedy in Austin, lots of options as we're talking about. What's another good scene you've seen besides L.A. or Austin? Like, what you've been to that it's got like a similar like go get 'em type attitude, or is this the place?
Well, I mean, I like Miami, but
So tell me about Miami, man.
Well, I mean, I like Miami mainly because of the girls in Miami.
Yeah.
Like, there's no comparison.
Yo, Brian, you with women, like walking down a street with you sometimes is wild.
I don't even think, and that's how I spend my whole life. Dude.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. And I bet you're good at it too. I think he pulls, right?
Do you think that distracts you from comedy though?
Yeah, but it motivates me.
So what?
It's both. To do good, to keep at it. You get attention. But it has definitely, I can't deny I've skipped a couple shows because of it. So,
Yeah.
but,
That's hilarious. What a problem to have. My gosh.
The pros always say, they have to leave their girlfriends and wives and stuff behind and, make this, you have to get in these fights and do all this stuff, to get this. And Brian's like, I got it. It's no big deal. What are we doing, girl?
Yeah. You got your minds right in some ways, man, that I'm like, yeah.
But, you got a bus you sleep in? That's cool. Can I check out the inside? Oh, you 13 cats. That's nice. Can we just push those out the way?
I'm sure we can move some of these guys over. Yeah.
I'm kidding, man.
But
you pull quality college girls a lot, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I'm not really college age no more, but 30s.
Pay their tuition,
Oh, hey, that's the good thing about being a comedian, though, is, I mean, since I haven't really made it big, is they're never looking for me to pay for anything.
Yeah, they're just looking for you to say, just call you daddy is what it is.
Well,
they need that father figure in their life now.
Gross.
Just like,
Help me find those.
Can you
That's
show me
nasty.
how?
And also, please introduce me to that.
No, it's
but yeah, I don't think the comedy in Miami it's a lot more soft. It's not like they're the intellect. I'll just say it as it is. The intellect's not there. It's fun. It's a fun town. It's a fun place. So all of it's just fun comedy, but it's not. They're not deep thinkers.
Yeah.
They're not. Well,
Fuck.
what?
Coming out swinging.
Well, I'm not even coming out swinging. I'm just stating it's true. I mean, it's like there's a gym on every corner, but you can't find a library.
yeah.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
It is the reputation, and having been to Florida a good amount, not as a comic.
Yeah.
My mom lives there.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's-
think nowadays it might be a little different because of everybody moving there and the excitement around, you know, getting out and stuff from post-COVID and everything, maybe it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I think comics are going there more. Ike Rafferty's out there. He's awesome. Very funny dude.
Yeah,
you
there's
know.
some funny comics. It's just that it's just they're fun. It's a Miami. The people just want to have fun. Now, you know, when I did that gig in Pensacola, half of those people seemed like they were from my hometown of Ohio. You know what I mean? So they had
more
that.
overalls.
I could really let loose all this stuff I like talking about. Right? They were like behind me 100%. Where, you know, in Miami, a lot of that stuff would just.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
like dumb.
In Miami, you just got to talk about dating and relationships. That's all they can kind of follow.
I got you. What is that all you can think of when you're in Miami?
That might be it. I'm sorry. That's
I guess
that's all I can
people-
think about.
I guess people might be like, I guess people might just be, when they're in Miami, they're just like, man, it's sunny, it's beautiful, I'm drunk, I don't want to think about anything.
That's right. You're not watching the news
Yeah.
there. Like in Ohio, we're watching the news constantly. There's nothing else to do, right? So you know every single, you know, somebody's, you know, what's the guy now McCarthy's going to be? Is he going to be the, you know, Speaker of the House? They all know that stuff, right?
Who's McCarthy? And how is it not 1954? What the
we
fuck
got to get rid of
is
McCarthy.
that?
We got to get rid of him.
There's another Senator McCarthy
Yeah.
doing
I know.
something?
Yeah,
What is it?
Yeah, he's going to be Speaker of the House. He's going to take Nancy Pelosi's job if he gets voted in. But there's this big whole, you know, this whole political thing going on right now, and that's something that the people in Ohio, where I'm from, will be like. They have nothing much, you know. It's especially when it's cold. They're going to be watching their TVs, like really focused on it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like where Miami is, the weather's nice, and they don't, you know, they're not going to be. You know, and not obviously not everybody pays attention, you know, is on it, but like, I don't know those areas in the Midwest where it's cold and there's not a lot, they're super political,
Right.
you know, because there's not much. They're like,
Yeah, that's all we got to do. That's all we got to focus
just,
on.
yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
there's things to do in Miami.
there's things to do,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, things.
So yeah, it makes sense. But I mean, it gives you a good explanation of what politics really is. It's just a distraction. It's just a sideshow. You know, I know it's most of your bits, but man, as a non-voter who thinks that we should all don't vote and just let them fall apart.
I mean, that could be. I think Mark Twain said it best. If our vote mattered, they wouldn't let us do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Carlin said that later too.
Yeah, he probably reworded it, or maybe he. I mean,
I
but
my own spin on it too. So keep it going. Don't vote. Yeah,
It is crazy that-
it's a puppet show that just divides us.
It is crazy.
If I don't-
it is meant to divide us,
If
and
I
it
don't
does
vote
work.
for the people you,
Oh, I'll be pissed.
You'd be mad
If
at
you
me.
vote for Joe Biden, I'm upset.
and if I don't vote at all, then you're mad at me, and then because
You got feelings. No, you do. You take a side. There's something to taking a side
exactly.
sometimes.
So this don't. Let's unify.
I've kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Vote
meant to-
local politics. Definitely vote on what you need to take care of your hometown shit. But the rest of the stuff, that's not who's running the country. That's
Right.
all
I
bullshit.
mean, that is true.
Yeah.
I
You
agree with
own a
that.
house?
No. No.
You don't own this house.
No, that's assets they can take.
I was gonna say, yeah, you would vote if you own a house.
No.
Locally.
I've owned
you would
houses.
vote locally. If
But
you own a
nah,
house.
I don't give a shit about that either. Paying taxes and property, no. No, I would vote for like schools and like like healthcare and stuff like that for people. I don't want if I really wanted to, but I still don't want to do jury duty. Fuck that, I'm not voting
Yeah,
at all.
Because
right.
you had children,
I do have.
so you realize the value of life.
Well,
In a way
free state healthcare is great, and it helps people out. And that should be every state should have those type of benefits
For
Yeah,
kids?
For families. And
Is that coming from a having kids thing or just life?
there's life.
Okay.
Yeah. Because even people who don't have kids need healthcare and get in bad situations where they can't pay for their shit. So
I get healthcare.
yeah.
I don't like being forced to get it. That's weird.
Well, I don't like having to pay when I go to the hospital either.
So don't pay money.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be
Just go to the
yeah,
hospital and leave.
Yeah, I don't think they like that very much.
I don't think they like
Is that guy on the
also.
bus again?
But I
God
don't think
damn-
the doctor's mad.
Yeah.
He gets paid. He's fine.
Eventually he
the doctor or
won't.
The nurse.
If everybody, see, that's the difference. If everybody stopped voting, then the president loses his job. That's fine. If everybody stops going to paying the doctor, then he loses his job, and that's bad.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the president loses his job if everybody stops voting.
Who would it be if there was no votes versus no votes?
It would be so weird.
They would throw in somebody.
There would be 20 million votes, even though nobody voted.
Yeah.
I mean, Biden would still get 80 million.
Yeah, there'd be a huge percentage.
There you go. There you
I'm
go.
off.
With
Don't
zero,
get me started.
With
Don't get
zero
me
votes
started.
and zero votes.
I'm writing some Biden bits.
Biden's
right
in
now.
80% of the lead here. Yeah. 0 versus 0. Looks like Joe Biden's pulling through with 80% of the votes.
Yeah. Well, it's fitting when you're a half-alive president to get votes from fake people.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a certain kind of logical coherence there.
Yeah. The coherence is what he likes to hear.
I mean, but it is kind of true, though. I mean, it's like when I look back on my life, man, it's like all the presidents, they've all been garbage, dude.
Well, yeah, there's not. It's always fixing the guy's problem before, or creating a problem for the guy next. You know, there's never a 4 years of this is great. This guy's doing good.
Right? Yeah,
No,
we've never had
no,
that.
It never will be, because those guys have to fuck up so these guys can get this guy in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they fuck up in alternate directions so that they
Yeah.
can pull it back and fuck it up in another direction,
Yeah,
or they plant seeds that later come to a weird fruition.
And then they do 9/11 and start all over again.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah,
That's what I always
in,
wonder.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, man.
Well, and like it's Bill Clinton opened up the subprime mortgages that led to the 2008
But if you remember
collapse.
what he did, he had
But-
the best. He had the best deficit. There was no deficit when he when he was
well,
in there.
it
You know,
seems
he had-
like a really good time,
yeah.
right?
So he's like,
Yeah.
oh, let's give all this money to everybody else, and then what happens? Yeah. So he fucked it up, and the guy after him was, I'm going to clean that up.
And he was the
Yeah.
first. He was the first, or maybe I want to say the second.
We're
He
talking
was the
about
first
politics.
president that it was a surplus, right? Yeah, why not? Brian loves politics.
Yeah, I
man.
like it. I like
Yeah.
it. I mean, I don't know about your audience of mainly mainly comedians, right?
I don't know who. We got like 20-something subscribers now. So.
Oh, we're up there.
Yeah.
This is a. You said we're live. What are we live on?
We're live on YouTube. Actually, it's my first time trying it on YouTube.
Oh, good. Do it live on YouTube, man.
Yeah, I'm
cool.
just trying to rack up some of those minutes on there.
Yeah.
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 See how that works.
Shout out to you listeners on YouTube.
Yeah, I think it's just me right now.
You could have listened
Oh,
to.
wow.
You could have watched. You viewers. You could have watched tons of supercuts of apocalyptic doom videos, but you chose this round table
I think they are doing
discussion.
that. I don't think they are choosing this.
That's all right. They can choose it later.
Yeah.
Well,
hopefully
it's
they
up
will.
there. It's good for us,
No,
man.
we'll edit it and put it back on the channel once it's all looking pretty, with our little intro and outro, and make sure the sound's right. Because some people whisper sometimes.
But see, I think you put it on whichever platform, because if YouTube you get enough, you can get paid, right?
I think any of them, like Facebook Live will do it. Any of them will.
Oh, Facebook Live
I
will
just
pay
think Instagram's the worst to get that kind of, but it gets like viewers because it tells all your Instagram people. Mm-hmm. So you'll get viewers then, but then like they come in and out. There's no like replay back and forth. It doesn't save it anywhere.
Oh yeah.
It's just like this is what's happening right now, then it's gone.
Instagram is a crazy swelling beast of a social media app. My little sister just told me that I'm fucking up on it.
Why?
She says my Instagram doesn't like look interesting enough, basically, because it's the episodes for the podcast,
Oh,
the flyers,
that's all you
so it's
have?
just a
Yeah.
wall of like that. But I knew that. But she also had like useful things to say because she just grew up with it.
Uh-huh.
So she understands certain things. She just got a job randomly by being good at Instagram.
Damn.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
No, so yeah, I'm definitely
Listen to her. Yes.
talking
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Any quick advice you can give us on that? She's passed her way.
No, but she just told me that like and I wouldn't. She just told me that, change my account to from a personal to a professional. That's obvious.
Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from Star of
No,
Wars.
not the sound. Did you do that to your Instagram?
Great kid!
No, not professional yet.
Okay.
I think I only have like 100 followers. I really don't use Instagram that much. I was a Facebook person for a long time. Before that, I was like a MySpace person. That's where I had all my followers.
I always wonder what would have happened to the world if it would have been MySpace over Facebook.
I would have 1 million followers right now, dude. I was fucking
I don't
killing
think-
it.
I liked MySpace. I thought it was more kind of friendly.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was customizable. It
Yeah.
was personal.
Yeah, I wonder what. Now, here's a little bit of a thing. It was called so Facebook. There was something called LifeLog. Okay, this was This is out in print. CIA made LifeLog.
Oh.
And on the day that they stopped their LifeLog project,
Facebook starts.
same day. It is no
Same exact day.
exact
Yeah,
day.
dude, of course. I just didn't say. I do like that addition. Just throw in like 2 more, just random ones.
Well, I don't have like randoms.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Oh my god, I don't care!
Oh, that's a good one.
Good.
That's a good one.
Anyway, Facebook. I was gonna say the reason MySpace didn't make it is because Facebook is the government.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
MySpace could be that. I don't know that it's not. You know,
Oh,
Yeah.
MySpace
government-
wasn't because they got shut down. They're not popular anymore.
But the government was
So
the first
they would
thing
know.
to
They would
release
look
the
that stuff.
internet.
They were the
Yes.
first
You
ones
know,
to.
they were the first ones to.
I think
it was
was-
like a printed message or something, a transmission.
I'll tell you right
The
now.
story goes.
No movie gets made in Hollywood without government approval.
You don't think so?
Not at all.
I think
Unless
that
it's
might
an
be a-
independent movie that you make yourself.
I think it
Doesn't-
might be.
that's
a
why I said in
fact.
Hollywood. No movie gets made in Hollywood unless it's government approved.
Is that a fact that
Like you can make your own movie, whatever.
Yeah.
But none of the studio stuff is going to get without government approval. It has to show the military in good
Yeah,
likeness.
that's true. You never see the military not. Well, I mean, even in the ones where it's not, it still kind of glorifies them.
No, yeah, you have to glorify the military. You can't talk bad about the government. You can't,
That's true.
Yeah,
You
so-
never do see that.
No.
You never see. You won't even hear this conversation we had about how they've been screwing us over.
No, because you can't have that. You will lose your funding. Your money will not get. They'll
Yeah.
get rewritten and rechanged. They'll have another writer come in and take your stuff over and get you off that and put.
That's
the
why.
stuff in there that
That's
they
why
want.
people need to support independent filmmakers.
So you think like movies like Enemy of the State or like Eagle Eye, those types of things where like the government's watching you or whatever. It always ends where the government's really your friend. We just kind of fucked up, you know.
It
Yeah,
does?
yeah.
Really? That's how those movies end?
Sorry, Will Smith. You're a good guy.
Right.
Yeah. We took it wrong.
Unreal.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Unreal, this industry.
it's really, I mean,
Yeah, and it's hard for an independent filmmaker to get their stuff out there. You know, when they're going to be, blocked. You literally have to.
oh yeah, distribution company's not gonna pick it up if you do it like that. I mean, literally, YouTube will shut it down if it's, if they'll find some reason
Good.
not to put it on there.
You can see. I mean, I know for a fact that YouTube does block things and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Because when I start going off on my rants,
Yeah.
it's like boom. It'll go.
that's why I have no viewers because
Oh,
I
I
Brian
got it.
Swinehart in the title.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
So YouTube shadow banned this one immediately. No, I'm kidding. Like dead air. You're like,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
think- you're thinking, does it? Is it? Is that what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You can have fun without having live listeners.
Well, we need to go to Twitter
Fuck.
now. That's what we get that Wild Wild West back.
Well, Twitter. I deleted my Twitter, but then I brought it back when Elon Musk
That's
took
what
it
I'm
over.
saying. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think Twitter is going to probably be, picking up momentum, I suppose. But
Yeah.
even with that, I don't know.
I hear you
know.
have to pay for the check mark now.
Yeah, I won't pay for any of that stupid stuff.
You have to
man.
verify your account with money.
I like Twitter. I
That's
go
what
on it for
billionaires
my.
need. They need to-
Jokes.
No, I go on it. I don't. I don't.
Post
I like
jokes?
lurk on Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah, I go on it when I'm looking to really feel dark about the direction of the world in a
oh, they're so
conspiratorial
negative
way.
on
So you
there.
just look up
Yeah.
MILFs.
No, I don't look at MILFs. I don't. I'm very serious about whether or not I look at MILFs, and I do not.
Well, the modern day MILF is to blame for the current society of the world. They're running out of their kids too soon.
Yeah, they're not raising the kids. They're
They're
just
not
trying to get fucked.
Yeah, exactly, dude. They're teaching. That's
Brian
why.
knows them personally.
I know
They give you
personally.
names
Well,
and
why
phone
these
numbers and
ladies? I
addresses.
meet these ladies, and they they left their husbands because they were bored. I'm like, well, I'm not here for the long term either, lady. It's like they're crazy.
I love your criticism of the women that you're fucking for like fucking you. Almost.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you should have stayed with your husband.
So, what are you doing? I'm not better. I don't have a job.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
it's like
How many marriages have you ruined?
you do
Brian?
have a point.
I haven't. They were already ruined. I'm just showing up to show her what a mistake she made.
Yeah, you do have a point, but if she didn't get bored, would you be able to have such a good time?
That's true. I mean, that's true. I mean, I've capitalized somewhat on it,
But
but
you know what?
but they're still messing
Going
up the
back
whole.
to what we were saying earlier, if they allowed themselves to be bored and stayed in their relationships, you wouldn't be distracted by women and would be doing more comedy.
Exactly,
So they're
so it
fucking
hurt
you
me.
twice.
It hurt me.
They're literally fucking. They fuck you
Yes.
in the bed and then they fuck your career.
It's all their fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when Tony said 16 years, what happened? You should have said women.
Yeah, dude, that's true, dude.
Women.
That is true. I mean,
That's
that would be
funny.
the best. That is the best answer.
Lots and lots.
I mean, it's true.
All
I mean,
right, all right.
I've been distracted like crazy, man. But that's like, that's what Ramsey used to always yell at me about,
So you never listen.
Yeah, but
Who's this?
our friend, he passed away, but he was, pretty good comic, and he would always,
Till you get serious, stop chasing the girl.
yeah,
And here you are, 16 years later.
still doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I
well, you
can't
gotta
believe
be
it.
yourself too, though.
Yeah,
And like let yourself be yourself.
Yeah.
If that inspires you. Like I legitimately believe that you're inspired by that.
it's
So
legit.
if heroin inspires you, just do a little bit a day.
Well, a lot of great
just keep it
comics, dude.
going.
You can't deny that.
Yeah,
I
so
think
heroin's
many-
a hell of a drug. You can just relax on it and just think about your writing and just come up with new bits.
That's how Mitch Hedberg used to work.
I almost think about that
until
sometimes.
one day
Yeah,
it
He
didn't
thought
work
too
so
hard.
well.
Yeah.
Right.
He got too relaxed.
yeah.
It happens.
But maybe he was writing a great bit at the time.
Yeah. Or maybe he wasn't, and that's why he's trying even harder.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually,
That's
sometimes
possible.
Yeah. Anyways,
possible.
maybe you need a tolerance break. That's why.
Yeah, tolerance break.
Maybe he took one. That's why he did the same dose. That was enough. Yeah.
Right?
Go too long without it.
Yeah, the same dose
yeah.
of the same heroin in a different place even can cause an overdose sometimes.
Ooh.
You look like you would know, man.
No, I just read a lot about drugs. I mean, I do know. I read a lot about drugs.
On the packaging.
Man, that's one I'm gonna catch, dude.
I'm just trying to advocate for
Sudafed here.
better packaging on these illegal drugs. More information,
That's
so
fun.
people don't have to test kit everything.
How long are your episodes, Mike? What do you usually talk for?
Like an hour. Yeah, usually we go about an hour, maybe a little longer. The one coming out with Marcus we've been on a little bit of a hiatus because of some personal stuff going on, but we'll be back soon here. And the one coming out with Marcus O'Lint is like 2 to 3 hours long right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and we
Damn.
haven't cleaned it up or anything, so
That's how we
I
used
don't
to.
remember exactly, but he said that, Marcus was like, we could go long if you want. And I was kind of like, I didn't want to do it because I don't want to like, that's long. 3
That's
hours
long.
is long, but it felt super natural.
Yeah,
And
no.
like,
That's
it was
what
fun.
we used to do with the Talking Today podcast. We would sit there and talk and smoke weed and just talk about everything. But then eventually, I think, I don't know. That's why I'm doing these ones more like half hours and trying to make it more compacted, confined. But I don't know. I'm just trying different ones, different things. But
I think half hour, an hour, 45 minutes. I mean, like,
people have 6-minute attention spans at the most usually. So
yeah, 6 minutes, that's
I mean,
generous.
That's the thing I think is successful is when people clip them into little segments.
yeah. So you need 3 hours to find 6 minutes in this thing.
We
Yeah.
might need to go for 6.
6 hours to get to get
6
minutes.
hours for 6 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the problem with Kill Tony. You get a minute, you need an hour to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can just the first 40 seconds, you have 2 words that are pretty good, and then
Yeah.
We were talking about that. We worked on some bits on Monday and just figuring out where the formula I came up with is a quick laugh, another laugh, and then a longer joke with a laugh. So with a punchline. So short, boom. Is the kind of the formula that
course.
I was trying to do in the 3 pins.
yeah, short, boom. That's good.
But Mike, you came up with some Kill Tony ones this last Monday. You wrote a new minute for that
Yeah.
specifically, huh?
Yeah, I was ready, man.
Yeah, I always have the same minute though. I'm still waiting on that minute to go out, and then I'll do a different Kill Tony minute. But I don't want to think what am I gonna do this week or that week. I have it put together.
You
So,
have it.
yeah.
What a concept. Don't you get sick of your own stuff?
I don't tell that minute every day. So-
Don't you start to feel like a different person from the person that wrote those jokes, and then
So
just like
that's just it. I wrote a Kill Tony minute. I didn't write a minute for me. I wrote it specifically for Kill Tony. So I think that one is specifically for that audience.
okay. No, I'm just
yeah.
asking questions.
Yeah, no.
I don't
So I
know.
think the new stuff as I write, I'll write another Kill Tony minute after that. That would be different from the stuff I'm doing now.
Yeah. One of the hardest things for me about writing is that I start to feel like a different person like a month after getting a bit that works.
Well,
Like it'll work and I don't even feel like that anymore. And then when that feeling sets in too much, then it starts to not work a little bit because I can't bring the same enthusiasm. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you know your bit, know yourself, you should be able to do it whenever. Unless it's dated, But
Yeah, you're probably right.
because
About that.
Well, I've seen. I got a friend who's like that. He'll say something, it'll be hilarious the first couple times, and sometimes he don't even really write it down, and then he starts petering out that joke. You know,
he just gets tired of it himself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But me now, I have a lot of the jokes I've been saying for a long time.
Yeah.
I won't. I still love my car wreck joke, and that one's like so old.
How old is it?
Oh, that's probably 10 or 12 years. It was one of my first good bits.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like that Kill Tony minute might be in my last special for all I know. It could be like
Oh
those things
yeah.
that stick
No,
with you,
you
yeah.
have to like. I mean, you don't have to do anything. There are a lot of ways to skin a cat, but most people have to have material that you work on, and it just gets crazy better. Like if you work on a bit for 6 months, like you'll hate it, but by the end of 6 months, it's gonna be, it's gonna have some turns.
But if somebody says, "Tell me a joke," do you have a go-to joke?
Yeah, I got some jokes, but I'm not gonna tell them. But yeah,
It was well,
Like, I've been
not,
writing-
not here, but I mean, if somebody on the street said, "Hey, tell me a joke," I
yeah,
hear a
I've done
comic.
it. Yes, yeah.
You,
Oh, well,
I mean, do you have a go-to, or do you just come up with like
a
one?
comics joke? No, I
Yeah.
would have to think of it. I would really have to think of it.
I hate that. Man, that happened to me at Christmas. I was at a dinner thing,
Uh-huh.
and this guy wanted to hear some jokes, and I'm like, and my mom's there, everybody's there, and it's like, family people. Man, I don't want to tell no jokes. You know what I mean? Because it's just the environment's different. And it's not the same as like, these people are pulling jokes out of joke books and thinking that's what it is.
Well-
You know what I mean? And I mean, okay, you can tell a joke like that, like your dad would tell to his
Well,
friend
no.
or something like that, but
So you wouldn't do it?
I
You,
can tell.
you
It
told him no?
depends.
Did you tell him no, or what happened?
I just kind of danced around it. I don't know if it's appropriate
See,
here.
So as a kid, I did magic a lot, and so people would say, "Just do a magic trick. Show me a trick. Show me a trick." So I always had something
Okay.
to do a trick because they would always it
Oh,
would shut
okay.
them up. They would be impressed, and then they would ask for your card, book a show, do something like that. See, because you never know who's watching or who's listening. So I always have a joke ready for somebody if they go, "Hey, tell me a joke." So
I fucking love magic.
yeah. So that's just the magic of it, though, is being prepared.
Yeah.
You got to show me some of your tricks.
See, you want to see something right now? I can do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
See, that's the thing. You always
it.
gotta be prepared.
yeah. Do a magic trick.
All right, let's see here. Look, I got a coin right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, what some people will do is they will try to make it disappear by closing it off or whatever. But what I like to do, whoops, is make it disappear right in front of your eyes as it rolls down the street. I missed my catch, but that was the first.
Are you serious? Was that real just now?
Yeah, so
You gonna hire him for
That
your
was
birthday party?
delightful. 100%.
that's the
100%.
now that's the comedy version of it, though. That's the comics version.
I actually, I'm so gullible that I could have believed that just now. I had to stop myself from being like, "Are you fucking with me?" I can't even tell if I was just fucked with. Were you fucking with me, or was that an accident?
See, that's
Am
the
I
best.
still in the trick right now?
See, that's when you have a good illusion right there.
That's crazy. Are you
So-
gonna pop it out at the end or something? Out of
No,
my
no.
ear? Is it gonna be in my headphone?
It's just gonna fall out when.
No.
Yeah.
I had something to say and I totally forgot what it was. Got distracted.
See,
Magic.
Misdirection.
Just sleight of hand.
yeah,
Distracts
the
me.
misdirection of magic.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, man.
Both
Thanks
of
for
you.
coming by.
Thanks for,
yeah,
you
dude.
know, it's awesome.
I'm glad to
It's so cool.
hang out with you, man. I got a
Yeah.
lot of faith in you, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
He says
I have a
like,
lot of faith in you, man.
he says you do really good if you don't say anything. Let's put him on the
No.
podcast. I'm kidding.
I mean, dude.
No. How fun was that?
This
Let's
thing.
talk about it. You haven't have you talked about it much? Or you talk about it all the time?
The silent set?
Well, the you got pulled on Kill Tony 3 weeks in a row. First off, that never happened.
Was that 3 weeks in a row?
It was 3
I don't
weeks in a
think
row.
so. No, I don't think so.
Because you did the silent one,
Uh-huh.
You're
I did
supposed
the
to come-
one the week afterwards.
and then
And then I want to say that there was like a little space.
I want to say
Like
that
a
was right
few-
after.
No, there was
I don't
space
think-
after.
no, I think there was space.
because
Yeah.
I remember because you told me, oh yeah, this guy was on Kill Tony. This is the week I was there, and then the week I was there, he performed, and then he didn't perform the next for a while.
Okay, I thought it came up. I thought it came up quick, but it still came up pretty quick compared to Derek Dimple or anybody else. You know, who's been put his
Why are
name. in
you, why are you tearing people?
No, actually,
tearing your co-host down.
Actually, I
your
talked
usual
about him
co-host.
because he's out of town right now. But it was at the Kill Tony after party, and I was hanging with the associate producers of the show, and they were talking about him, and they
Yeah.
said how great he would be for the show,
For
and
Kill
how,
Tony?
and how much they wish he would get pulled out of the bucket because how quirky and fun he is. He would be a great interview.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I go, holy shit, this thing's
Yeah.
real. You know, because I've been saying that, but when they were like, we really need Derek on the show, I hope he gets pulled.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
What thing's real?
The bucket.
Oh, the bucket.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
the bucket.
Yeah, they're getting pulled out of the bucket. Unless, you know, you got a golden ticket or whatever, you know, but.
Yeah. So what is the golden ticket exactly? It's like,
Like, yeah, certain people don't have to be in the bucket. Like Jared Nathan, you know, doesn't have to go in the bucket.
and it's said like Tony
So,
says it. You get a golden ticket.
Anytime once if you're on the stage or if you're on the show and the crowd loves you, he'll give you a golden ticket for it. There's like that kid from Phoenix. There's a couple of people that had him over the years.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Then if you get a golden ticket, it's like, well, how do I use that?
You would never go away. You'd just be there all the time. And,
Me?
Yeah.
No, I would not do that.
No,
If I got a
So,
golden ticket, no.
basically-
it'd have to be somebody out of town, I think. When you used to do out of town shows more, that's when it really happened a lot more too. Was you'd go on those road shows, but yeah. What were you gonna say?
Oh, so like Hans and David and William Montgomery all got a
Was
golden
that a
ticket.
No.
gunshot just now?
I don't think so.
All right.
We're not.
It is fireworks season.
I think something just fell.
Oh.
But Hans was a bucket pool several times. He tried for years and years and years. He was out in L.A. doing it. He was everywhere. But he's from Washington. That was like one of his first times when Tony was on the road. He got like on there, I think. And Tony says, "Oh, you got great potential, blah blah blah, etc." But then he goes on in L.A. Then he goes on like a couple times in Austin. And then finally, after a few interviews, he's like, "Okay, come back next week. Let's see. Give me a new minute. Okay, come back next week. Give me a new minute." And that's just how it built.
He said that on the show?
Yeah.
I remember the moment when this would be cool for a little cut up clip from Kill Tony or
Why
whatever.
don't we pre-announce that?
You can cut it
We'll
out.
edit right here.
You can cut, yeah. Me.
This
me
is
saying
this
out.
is where we want it. The clip right
I
here.
remember
okay.
the moment when Hans Kim got told by him, you know, that David Lucas is going to be out of town. It was like a thing, like David Lucas is going to be out of town frequently because he's coming in to do Kill Tony. Would you like to?
So I thought that was LSH.
Oh man, if either either it was Hans or I'm being Mandela affected.
Yeah, I think that Ellis got that position because that was during that time.
No, I'm nearly positive, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it
you
was
know
like,
LSH's, right? It was,
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause he
yeah,
was
but I've
doing Dave
only
Lucas's
seen one of
spots.
his sets. The last one with Theo Vaughn was the guest.
Yeah, but he had that's what he would do. He'd do David's spots. Anyways,
I actually liked his interview with Theo Vaughn.
but yeah,
They did this little act out. It was pretty funny
Huh.
between the both of them.
that's fun.
Yeah.
He's a fun guy. Got a good personality. Mm-hmm. But not like Theo.
I mean, I don't know him at all.
Theo's got to be a crazy personality.
Yeah.
See, that guy, he just talks to himself crazy. You know, I can't imagine just hanging out with the dude. Did you spend much time with Theo in L.A.?
Yeah, man, we were in a movie together at one point.
Oh, yeah?
Get out of here.
Yeah, it was called Bobby Khan's Ticket to Hollywood.
Oh, yeah?
And Theo and I were roommates. And then Theo in the movie, and Theo goes to Bollywood, and then the guy from Bollywood comes to Hollywood, and then I'm roommates with the guy from Bollywood.
So it's like a foreign exchange movie
type of thing.
Yeah.
And then Theo comes back from Bollywood and he's super famous, and I'm still kind of the same guy through.
You're you.
I'm me.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't any acting necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was basically myself, and then. So somewhere out there, there's a couple
We
scenes
gotta
of Theo
find
and I
this.
together.
Yeah,
That's
we
fine.
gotta find this movie.
April, pull that up for us. Let's see where you can see it now.
Yeah, no, it's out there. It's on something, Amazon or
I'm
something.
a big fan
We're gonna
of Theo Von.
once this Christmas tree comes down the other room and we get that room set back up, we'll move the podcast studio to there, and we'll have a TV set up in the back where we actually see those type of things and whatnot. So that's the plan
Nice.
is we'll have those pulled up.
This setup's awesome, man.
Thanks. Yeah,
I
we used
love
to have
it.
a much bigger, better one in the other house. My old house, I had like 3 or 4 living areas, but one of them was set up specifically for a podcast area, and we had like light up tables and 4 cameras set up, 4 mics, and we tried doing it right, tried doing it big time, but now we're crunched in here, and April's trying to work off the couch with a folding table, but yeah,
She's doing good.
I don't know.
we
I think
adjust.
it works.
We adjust.
I think it works.
Yeah. Well, cool. Anything you guys want to throw in before we call it a cool night?
Yeah, if you don't, if you want to see me do comedy, and don't want to just see me bomb on a one-liner competition with 30 other comics, and want to see me do like 5, I'm going to be at the Mueller Alamo Draft House doing a guest spot. I will very likely be doing a guest spot the second week of, the second Friday of this month. So
Nice.
not this Friday, but next Friday, whatever that date is. And even if I'm not on it, it's an awesome show. It's at movie theater, but they have a bar inside. The room's perfect. It's a stage. It's
Oh,
good.
that's cool. That's what we were
Yeah.
talking about, getting a room set up similar to that ourselves.
Yeah, we want to do that, man.
Yeah.
I would love to have a room out here once a month or something
Yeah.
for you every week, but
We should do something together that gets you down here.
yeah, I would like
Yeah.
it. I would like it. I
So
mean,
We've
yeah.
already talked about that, but let's actually do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So anything you want to talk about before we head out, Brian?
Oh man, I'm going back to Vegas. I found that out today.
When are you doing that?
I got a
Hey.
gig March. I think it's March 6th. So
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good time for Vegas.
yeah.
Spring break almost.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because I'm gonna message some other people when I'm out there. I'm almost considering whether I should go from there and do some gigs in LA. So it's a possibility after being gone for 3 years, I might go back, but I don't know. It depends if I get
Nice.
enough gigs. And
Where's Vegas going to be at?
you know what? I got booked on some private gig. But it's at like it sounds like it's at an RV.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they get together.
The resort, like a KOA or whatever type place.
Yeah. So that for the vacationer people.
Yeah.
And then, but of course, I have a lot of friends out there over the years, and so I know several other buddies that I've started texting today saying I'm coming back out there in March. So hopefully, they'll line me up with some good stuff, and then I got my monthly show in Ohio now.
Where's that at?
It's called OH Pizza and Prime. And
OH Pizza?
OOH, like
Yeah, I got
Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah. So here's an interesting thing: if you ever see two people from like
Yeah, I get it.
when I saw that guy the other
Can't
day.
wait to hear it.
When I saw that guy the other day
I wanna
wearing
hear
a
it.
Buckeye shirt, so if you see another person from Ohio, you always go OH, and then they go IO, and that's so. But yeah.
Never mind. I didn't actually.
You don't want to hear that? Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Never
that's,
mind.
that's the best Ohio offers right there. That's-
Exactly. A little
Brian's just-
camaraderie.
I don't know. There's something so sincere and genuine about you that I just want to listen to you talk. It's, you come across very, very well. Yeah.
And but so yeah, OH Pizza and Prime, and then we're gonna turn that into more. Dude, I'm working on getting some stuff. I would love to have more shows in Ohio, so I don't have to leave as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I like where I live, and that's the only hard thing for me right now is trying to make both work. Because I'm torn. Because when I'm in Ohio and there's not that much going on, it's actually kind of a comfortable life.
Yeah.
But when I'm out on the road and grinding, I gotta sleep. Can I borrow your couch for a couple nights? Can I borrow you? What I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it kind of like is exhausting, and you kind of you can kind of question yourself, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I'm out, like last night when we were out and we're hitting shows and you're in the excitement of it, but it's to me it's kind of a balance, That's
Yeah.
why I'm hoping to, or not hoping. That's why I'm working towards lining up stuff where I live, so I don't have to be because pretty much right now I say yes to everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, where's the gig? Yeah, it pays. Okay, yeah, I'll be there. I'll make it work. I'll find another gig in the town. I'll find another,
Yeah.
and I see myself doing that for this year. 2023, just being, that guy in the car going from place to place. But eventually I want to get back to, like you said, where I know my gigs and where I can have a solid foundation.
Yeah.
But the whole last couple years, flipped my game plan in such a way, and but I'm gonna keep doing my independent, like I'm filming that little web series, The Anti-Vaxxer,
Oh, nice.
and I've made 4 episodes now. I'm gonna make 90,
Okay.
91-minute episodes.
Okay.
So by the time I'm done, it's a 90-minute movie as well.
Okay. Are they all tying together? Or it's
It
like
ties
serial?
together.
Okay.
So it's like, the first episode is just one. I play my, I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm doing I'm filming in my backyard in Ohio, right? but my backyard in Ohio has a woods and a pond, so it looks very much like you're in the middle of nowhere.
Like everybody's backyard in Ohio.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
gotcha.
exactly, dude.
Man, Ohio sounds awesome. What am I doing here?
Well, Texas is awesome too. It's just that, man, I love the gigs here in Texas, in Austin, but the city itself I just find so depressing, man.
Yeah.
I
You gotta.
I mean, I hear what
You gotta
everybody
picture
else
out the
is
city,
saying.
but yeah.
There's.
I mean, Dallas,
I could make you feel good about this.
Okay,
City. If we had a day together,
you can make
here-
it, improve it. Well, it's weird because Dallas I don't feel that way about. When I arrived to Dallas, but I also don't think the shows in Dallas are like they are here. They're not as eclectic. They're not as, it's like, it's all standard shows.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's like 3 comics, host, feature, headliner, and a guest spot.
Yeah, you hardly see that here.
Yeah, here you see all this craziness.
Yeah.
And I think the room for improvement as a comedian can happen very quickly here.
Yeah.
Where those places,
You get in a loop.
you're not getting enough stage time. There's not enough gigs.
Yeah.
Where here it's like, dang man, you guys got all, and like you're saying, a one-liner contest, pull a topic out the bucket, a tag thing. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a purist with comedy. I like lineups. I was telling you
Yeah.
about this last night. Host 5 comics, maybe and longer sets. Headliner gets 20 minutes, whatever it is. But these random, concept shows have really grown on me. This thing Austin has of,
To me, I like it because it breaks up from a lot of the stuff I do.
Get you thinking. Get you creating different ways. Get you writing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've been feeling kind of, because I've been doing a lot of these gigs that are like, I mean, it's long sets, which is great, like 45 to an hour a set, but, they're also, like I was saying, working clean and this and that. I'm doing that. I'm following, you got to stay within the lines,
Right.
And so it's fun coming out here because you can color outside the lines and then figure out how to take that drawing and put it back inside the line for the gig that's going to pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so yeah.
Yeah, I want to figure out some lines a little bit.
I just want to
for
figure out
sure.
that pay. So I get those lines.
Yeah,
No.
I mean that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit of everything, man. Until you can really become, like you get your own thing, like you're Sam Kinison. This is who this guy is. People will pay anything for it.
Right.
But until then, it's
But
like
before that, he worked really clean. He was a preacher.
exactly, dude. He was
Can't get
damn.
cleaner than that.
And what's amazing is how his stage persona is like a preacher's. How he would
Yeah.
walk back and forth. I mean.
Oh, he would do a preacher occasionally,
Yeah.
and it was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, your sermons must have
Yeah,
been
we have a
fucking
guy here.
crazy.
His name's Casey Rocket, and he has that kind of Sam Kinison type energy at the beginning.
Cool.
But he's more of a clean style comic.
Yeah.
Though he's very high energy, very run. Just uses the whole stage.
Oh, that's nice.
But with a new twist, and it's a young fresh hit on him.
There's a lot, man. It's like there's gonna be a lot of talent, a lot of stars come from this area because there's just so much going on, dude. I want to get a couple of the guys I know from Ohio to come down here for a week or two.
Yeah.
You've got your chips into the Austin dream, the Austin comedy story.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna be somewhat involved. Like I said, I don't.
But I mean, like, do you have, like, are you betting on Austin comedy a little bit? Like, do you think, because there's a question. still, even now, about
No,
like
I think it's going to do good because if you have somebody that is as successful as Joe Rogan opening a club here and this and that, it's definitely going to help. I mean, even take Ohio,
can't deny
dude,
that.
where we got Dave Chappelle living there.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, that
Fuck.
right there is helping kids out because,
But-
there's a couple guys that are getting into Dave Chappelle's camp from Ohio.
He's opening a club there, right? Yeah, he's doing kind of what Rogan's doing here, there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And, yeah, dude. So
When did that come out?
yeah, it's been going on.
It's just like about the same amount of time Rogan's been building his.
Yeah,
It's been a while
I don't.
now.
What?
Yeah, so it's like taking, and I love it because it's giving guys there who have even less eyeballs on them,
Yeah.
right? I mean, here you can get eyeballs on you.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much as.
But you never know who's in the back of that room. There's some there's producers of those shows. There's a lot of people that it might not be that person, but it's somebody who is very close to that person.
Yeah.
You'll see them.
You never know, dude. You never know who's related to who or what the heck. And
Yeah,
you
they
know?
come and watch those shows. They're watching these open micers. They're standing back there. They're seeing who's back. I see Ari Spears back there. He's got a podcast down here that he does. And you'll just. Yeah, they're back there. They're watching. They're watching these open mics.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, now in LA, they always say you never know who's watching. Da, da, da. But the thing I like, okay, I was telling Darren actually, like the LA comics in LA comedy, there's not these it's all standard. It's all, let's work on our bit. Let's get on TV. It's this.
Yeah.
It lacks
The
a
goal
little.
is to get on TV though.
Yeah, it lacks a little of the edge
Yeah.
that this talent
Because
has.
Disney's watching.
Yeah, you don't know who's in the back.
So
I
you
better
can't
do
say a dirty
good.
joke. You can't talk about weed. You can't talk.
Yeah, you can't really.
You always used to be able to tell LA comics coming into Austin, or even Austin comics who moved to LA and came back. They just had this like glitz on them, this like TV shit. Like
Yeah, it is.
In the performance, the energy of the performance.
Yeah.
Like how New York
Yeah,
and
glitz.
LA are like different that way.
Yeah.
It just felt like, just
Yeah,
like
see,
a sheen over like it's TV. Their
Yeah,
act
it's-
felt like you're watching TV. It might
that's
be
right.
good, but it,
It
would
depends.
still feel that way.
Sometimes it's good, and some just depends.
That's that's how you can kind of see how Rogan was when he was on TV, and you can see where that influence was. On
But
him.
I'm not
As soon as he
talking about
stopped off that-
Rogan.
well, I'm just saying I am. But
Yeah.
as soon as he stopped that though, his whole shit changed. Once he figured out, okay, I'm not gonna play for these puppets anymore.
Yeah.
Now-
I've seen
now
some
it's
old
a-
stuff like that. I know
Now
what
it's
you're
a
talking
fucking
about.
just I'm gonna be me.
Yeah,
But I'm
But
just
he's
talking
earned
about
that,
people
right.
coming in to do 15s.
Yeah,
The way
yeah.
people come in from Ohio and do like LA comics.
Yeah.
yeah, they'll have it. I guess the sheen. They will have it
15-minute
more polished.
guys need that because Disney may see this. They might get.
I
off.
think they're
They
working
have to.
hard for what they're supposed to
Yeah.
do.
Those 15, 20-minute
for what they
guys have
should
to
be
do that,
doing.
yeah.
It makes perfect sense. It's not a criticism. It's just something you were just saying it, and I think it's you were just saying about the LA shows and mics and how there's more of it's more rigid.
It's more.
And I'm
yeah.
saying that people. I would, because I've never
You
been
can
to
pick 'em
LA,
out,
but
yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you put up 5 comics and asked me to choose the one that's been in LA for like 3 years, I'd be able to do it.
Yeah. The guy talking about Biden and mask.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's why I can't be there anymore, dude. They don't want that.
Loving the governor and
They take
just
you the fuck
loving
out.
the government.
But I can't wait. I can't wait to go back and talk all the shit I've been talking, and you know what I mean.
You'll be arrested for as a state
Domestic
prisoner,
terrorist
as
or
a state
something.
prisoner, yeah. California has.
He's a domestic terrorist. He thinks for himself.
I like that voice. Who's that guy?
I don't know.
Just happened.
Just arose from the depths. That was cool.
I don't have that one either. Oh, maybe I do. It was a little bit.
Yeah,
It was a nice shot, man.
he's coming back. A domestic terrorist who believes in his own freedom.
I would've met you. Now it's a
FBI's going to be showing up here. I was talking about domestic terrorist.
I played too much of it.
on me.
Might get banned on.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't be copyrighting shit.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be silenced during your best. That's how I don't. I get to play my stuff is by muting him with copywritten material, so that they don't take the whole thing down.
Yeah, right.
It's like you've got your own wrap it up box. Remember from the
Yeah.
Chappelle show?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Ooh.
Little cats in the
Yeah. Now, are you allowed to play this on YouTube?
No, but I yesterday was really loud. I turned it down now, so it's not blowing your eardrums out because I know that was your thing yesterday.
One time at my job, I got into a disagreement with some coworkers because they thought "Cats in the Cradle" was written and performed by Cat Stevens, and I was like,
Why
"You guys
would he-
think that because it's got the word "cats" in the
Right.
title?" And I was right.
Do you know who does it?
Harry Chapin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very famous Harry Chapman. You know,
Chapin.
Chapman.
Yeah, get it right.
Chapman.
It's not Piper Chapman.
I get everything wrong.
It's not Orange is the New Black.
I say everything wrong.
Okay, that's not true. You can say a couple of things right
Most
here
things. Yeah.
and there. Yeah.
That's why I can't even say my last name. That's why I go by Chad O.
Yeah.
I don't even fucking know what it is.
I think
It's a
your
bunch of
last
letters.
name. I was reading I was Facebook. I was looking at the show. I was watching this. I liked Hank Garza's episode.
Yeah,
I was
he went-
watching the beginning of that.
He went 2 hours.
Yeah.
See, you didn't watch the whole 2 hours. I watched about 10 minutes.
I
and
mean,
I'm
that's
done.
pretty much what
Yeah,
people
yeah,
do,
yeah.
man.
I got home from work and I was
Yeah.
coming here in 2 hours and I was talking to my roommate and I'm trying to get ready and listen and know
Yeah,
what I'm
Hank's fu-
into a little.
Hank's fun. He kept on wondering why he kept on talking about Kill Tony. He's like, "How'd you do this?"
But your last name, looks easy to pronounce.
It's not. It's not how it looks.
Olshovsky?
No.
What is it?
It's why everybody. That's why I don't want people guessing. It's actually pronounced O. Everything else is silent. Nobody understands that.
Well, that's weird. What country is that from?
Jesus Christ.
Made up country.
Made up. Okay.
Made up.
Whoa,
ass
that's
country.
weird. I'm the one smoking weed over here. He's like,
Fucking
what?
lying ass. Yeah, country.
Gosh.
It's Olszewski, like a chef on skis.
That's so easy to pronounce, but fine.
Yeah, but not if
Shadow.
you're reading it.
Oh,
Not for what?
Not if you're reading it though. If it's
Oh, people would be
Yeah,
butchering that. People
yeah.
butcher my name all the time. I get it.
so I
People butcher your name. Someone butchered your name at a
Yeah.
mic 2
Yeah.
nights ago.
You know what's
I was
funny?
like, how fucking hard is it? It's spelled out.
I spelled it. I spelled it wrong the first time. The first night when I signed him up, they pronounced it fine. They pronounced it perfect, and then he goes and signs himself up.
It's pronounced it wrong.
Symbolism. You need him.
Yeah,
You
right.
need this guy.
You need me to spell your name wrong for everybody else.
Yeah.
I know how they think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool guys. Well, should we wrap it up? And
did good.
yeah, it was a fun time. Michael, I appreciate you
really
coming
into
out.
it. Yeah,
I hope
thank you. Thank you.
Didn't miss any work for this or anything, or
No, it's perfect.
okay, good deal, man. And Brian,
Perfect.
you had nowhere to go.
I got nothing to
So-
do, man. I'm just killing time, man. Literally.
Well, cool guys. Well, thanks for doing this. ATX Comedy Review Special Edition here.
Special edition. You had 2 special editions this week.
Well, you were the number 11. This is special edition
Oh, okay.
because next week we have I know him very well. We have I can see him. He's a crazy guy. I'm bad with names. I just said it like several times. Fuck! I just saw him last night. He was on Kill Tony this week even. He's a sober
Tim
comic.
Warner?
Yeah, Tim Warner.
Oh,
Goddamn.
dude.
Keep
Wait
on
a
trying
minute.
to say
No.
Eric.
No. Can
So
we just
Tim Warner is going to
briefly-
be on the
briefly
show.
talk about one of the best interviews I've ever seen on
yeah.
Kill Tony.
So let me tell you real quick. The way I met Tim Warner originally was I was watching Kill Tony. I saw his original set. I thought he fucking killed it. I love the guy. Followed him on Facebook. I was telling him about Talking Today. I was like, hey, come down and do my podcast. I'd love to have you here. But he's running all over the place. I was not doing stand-up at the time. Mm-hmm. I come down here. I start doing stand-up. Runs into me. He starts giving me pointers. I tell him who I am. He's like, holy shit. Because we were friends like for 2 years before I even started this whole thing. And then now he's back and he's sober and whatnot. But we're going to be, we had it scheduled before he got on. But yeah.
Dude. Okay, yeah. So, the episode's going to come out, but he just had an absolutely excellent interview.
Yeah.
And man, I've always liked his stuff. Even like I met him like a couple of years ago, and he was honestly just kind of like darkly brooding in a corner of the mic. But when
That's
he went
how
up,
he is, though.
yeah, when he went up, I was like, oh shit, this guy gives a shit about what he's talking about,
Yeah.
which like instantly usually makes me more interested because most of everyone they don't even give a shit about what they're talking
But
about.
they give a
You
shit
can
about who they're
tell.
hanging about with.
At
They-
Mike's, I mean, you know.
What do you mean? Their topics? Their material?
Yeah, they don't have like they don't.
Passion.
They're trying their material, but they're not speaking from their like being about it.
okay.
You know, you don't see that. You know,
No,
there's
I mean,
kind of
some
like a
people just
deadness
write
to the
jokes
eyes,
to
and
write jokes or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. But he, you know, he really cared about what he was talking about, and
Yeah,
I
no,
told
he's-
him afterwards.
He tries doing intelligent stuff. He's a very like we were talking about earlier.
Pure?
No, like
Like Sam Kinison,
yeah,
Bill Hicks kind of
Bill
vein.
Hicks, yeah, more of George Carlin, yeah.
Cool.
Get the point across, but make you think about other points while he's doing it. You know.
But his interview wasn't like that. His interview was
Yeah.
more like, I don't know. It was just a whole other dimension to his like stage presence that I hadn't seen when I saw him, you know, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting where he goes. So I'll get to talk to him Sunday. We'll see what he has to say.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
That's
Tim
good.
Warner.
Tim Warner's
Hopefully
coming.
I'll remember his name when he's here.
Yeah.
Well, cool guys. Well, thanks again.
right,
We're signing
buddy.
off now.
All right.
ATX
bye-bye.
Comedy Review. Bye everybody.
Later.